Hey guys, so it's like 8:30 in the morning. It's Monday, the 4th of August. I am just eating a cup full of pineapple because I am going to train at 9 o'clock this morning. I'm training a little bit different this week because I'm training with a different trainer. My trainer, Scott, is actually on vacation, which really sucks because I'm jealous. He went to the Turks and Caicos and I'm like, I hate you so much. So he's not in for the entire week. He won't be back till this Saturday. So I needed to find somebody else. So I'm actually training with the manager, Anthony, and he's really chill and really cool. When I first signed up, he was like who I talked to about, signing up there. So yeah, I'm just eating a little bit of pineapple. I usually don't eat before my workouts because I usually train at 7 to 7:30. But because I'm training later and I've been up since like 6, I figured it was best to eat something because I think for me, everybody's different. And some people don't eat before they work out. But for me, I have to have a little bit of something, especially weight training. Especially leg day. Leg day, I could pass out if I don't eat enough. So yeah, I'm just going to eat some pineapple and then head on over there. I was thinking about bringing you guys inside because usually it's pretty chill in there, and I don't know if he would like be down to vlog or whatever, but you know what, I think he might be like into it. So if I can like show you guys a little bit of my workout today, that'd be pretty cool, but I can't guarantee. And today's meal prep day, so I took ground turkey out of the freezer and then chicken breast skinless out of the freezer, and I'm gonna show you guys how I meal prep with that and brown rice and asparagus and most likely sweet potato. So stay tuned for that. That's later today. So I finally figured out a new way to have my thing stay with making the suction wet with like water or moisture before actually sticking it. Adam told me that and it's been working great. So now I can do hands-free vlogging. So I was just legit walking out of my apartment and I don't really like my neighbors that much here. I just think that they're very inconsiderate. Oh there, guys. I'll explain more in a second. They just constantly have people coming in and out, and it just doesn't, like if you catch my hint or you catch my drift here, it just doesn't seem like a really good situation. And I'm not really like into other people's business, but I feel like it's just starting to affect me and Adam a little bit. And Adam's not home throughout the day, so he doesn't see it as much. I'm home during the day, so I see a lot of stuff go down and I'm starting to get really uncomfortable. So I just came out of my apartment and there was a guy standing by my neighbor's door. Obviously they know who he is, and he's just smoking a cigarette. He literally scared me half to death because I opened the door and he's like right there and he's like, hi, and I'm like, hi, and I started stuttering because I was like just so freaked out because he was just like literally right in my face basically. So I gotta call Adam and talk to him, because Adam's like, if like you start to feel really uncomfortable with any of the stuff that's going on, like we're gonna call our landlord and figure it out, because I did not realize, I was signing up for this when I moved in. And like I said, I don't care what people do, but just like constant hanging out outside, it's just not, it's constant people coming in and out, and I'm just starting to get like really, really uncomfortable about it. So I don't know, that was like really freaky. But me and Adam have been kind of talking about what we're gonna do. Depending on this bartending job and how much money I make, either we're gonna try to get out of our contract. I really don't want to move again. Oh my god, there's glass all over here. I hate hitting glass with my tire. Okay, I love when people stare. So we're gonna try to get out of our contract early. I don't know, there's all glass right there on my road. Like that, I don't know if like you can run over glass. Making my road sound so bad, but yeah, I don't know if we're gonna be able to get out of our contract at all. If not, we'll get out of it in a year and potentially move, because it's just like a lot of craziness, I feel like, and I did not sign up for this. So I'm actually heading to the bank. This parking lot's a little crazy. Sorry guys, gotta back out. I'm heading to the bank to make a deposit because our rent is due. So I'm gonna make a deposit and then go online, because I do online bill pay. So I'm gonna pay our rent online as it's due. So my bank is like not too far from where I train. Sorry, I did not bring you guys into training. I was on the phone with Adam talking about our neighbors and whatnot, so I just didn't have a chance to, I kind of just was sidetracked, so whatever. but I am training again with him this week 2 more times, so I still have an opportunity to bring you guys inside my workouts. So we worked arms today, so I did shoulders, tricep, biceps, and it was pretty intense. I know I'm going to be really sore tomorrow, but it was a really good workout, and I'm really hoping I hear back from the boss about the bartending job, because I really want to start soon. It's a really busy club, so I know I'll be pulling in a lot of money, so I just really want to start, so me and Adam can finally get a kitchen table, me and Adam can finally get a new couch and get a new entertainment center, get a new TV. There's so much me and him still need to buy for the apartment, but it's just difficult when you make income that's, you know, meant for bills and nothing more. But he's been getting a lot of overtime, and if I get this job, I'll be having a lot of extra money, so I really want to start soon. The only downside is that it's nighttime, but it's only going to be 3 or 4 nights a week. It's not like I have to work every single night, so it's only like 3 or 4 nights a week, and that's really not a lot. So I'd be making more than enough to pay my bills and still be able to have a lot of money left over. So I kind of really hope that I start soon, but it's really up to the boss and the schedule and when he really needs me to start. So I feel like I've had a lot of jobs lately that have just never really progressed to like where I want them to be. It's unfortunate, but I definitely think this one is 100% gonna work out.
Black Widow, baby. Now game always starts the same. First we're both down a plate, and somehow you go astray. Went from nothing to something, like in a loving. It was us against the world, and now we just. It's like I love you so much, and now I just hate you.
It used to be tested for me, but now you wanna be set free. Is this the web that you weave? So baby, now rest in peace. I'm going now. I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna say you hate me, and I'm gonna show you what's really crazy. You should've known better. Then some mess with me harder.
The Hills is on, and I used to love this show with Lauren Conrad, so I'm so happy it's on right now. It like brings me back. And I'm just eating my eggs and sweet potato, and after I let it settle, I'm gonna do some cardio. I feel like this is a good place to put you guys so you can see what I'm doing. Alright, so I have 2 bundles of asparagus from the grocery store out. Then I have ground turkey that's been thawing since this morning. And then I also have fresh chicken, skinless and boneless, just chicken breast with no antibiotics administered, all natural. I always get all natural chicken just because I'm not into the hormone chicken. I'm gonna go turn down my TV because I think it's set to 400, and that's what the chicken will cook at, and that's what the asparagus will cook at. And the chicken and the asparagus take about the same time. So while that's preheating, I will start with the asparagus, and I have a cookie sheet right here, and then I have a cookie sheet for the chicken, and I just spray it lightly with Pam, which is a non-stick cooking spray, and it's made with a canola oil blend. So the asparagus is like nasty down here, so what I was taught to do is like wiggle the asparagus, and whenever it breaks off, you throw that into the garbage because it's no good anyway, and then you have an asparagus like this. Because if you leave the ends on, which you can, they're just a little chewy, so I just like to go in and just break off all the ends wherever their breaking point is, and it's usually like that, so just keep doing that. The asparagus is all laid out like this, so I'm going to take a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of all natural sea salt, and then this is just pepper in a cow container. I'm going to take that. So what I do with the olive oil is I just put a little bit into the cap because it comes out fast because it's got like a wide mouth, so you don't want like tons of oil. And I'll just drizzle it straight across. about 3 capfuls. It's usually good. It usually keeps them pretty oiled up. And olive oil is a healthy fat. If you didn't know that, it's not going to harm you, even though it is an oil, or like a grease, so to speak. So I'm going to take the sea salt and put a little bit on there with some pepper. This pepper is a little messed up, so it kind of comes out fast. That's it. The asparagus is all set, so I'm going to start to meal prep the chicken now. I have all these different Mrs. Dash salt-free seasonings, so this happens to be the table blend. This is 2 of the same. This is just almost empty, and this is still pretty full. And then I have original blend, which I'm running low on, and lemon pepper, which I'm going to use on the chicken. Because I had another one, which was like onion and herb. I don't know what happened to that. It's all gone. I think Adam's been using it in our cheeseburgers. So I'm going to go ahead and take a butter knife and cut my chicken. I hate dealing with like raw food. It just kind of grosses me out, but when you meal prep, it's kind of like what it is. So the chicken is still kind of frozen, but I can thankfully still work with it. I only got 3 chicken breasts. I wasn't sure how many came in here, but I only got 3, and they're not that small, so they might actually take a little longer than 25 minutes. Chicken's fairly easy to tell if it's cooked or not, just because it's gross and slimy, and like you could just tell when it's not cooked. And since these are partially frozen, they actually might take longer. It really doesn't make a difference if they take longer. So this is gross. I'm gonna wash my hands and wash this counter because I got chicken stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna take my lemon pepper seasoning with salt free. I'm gonna try to hold this and show you guys. So I'll just take it and go try to keep it concentrated. I mean, it's gonna fall off the edges, but I try to keep it mainly, obviously, concentrated onto the chicken. Stuff smells so good. And it is salt free, so there's no salt added. So there's no salt added. I don't like salt on my meats, and salt is not always good for you. It does make you bloated and stuff. So I'm gonna put you guys back up here. To keep these chickens from drying out, I will take a little bit more of olive oil, because I noticed that when I do cook these in the oven, they tend to dry out really, really easily. So I'll just drizzle it over the top a little bit, just to keep them more moist. I don't season both sides, never really have. You can if you want to, but I feel like one's enough for me. I still like to taste chicken. I don't like to taste just seasoning, and lemon pepper is pretty strong, so the oil, like I said, definitely keeps it from getting dried out. Now for the ground turkey and brown rice. Brown rice is pretty self-explanatory. I just happen to use the Carolina whole grain brown rice, and you just follow the instructions on the stovetop, or I think you can microwave it too, but I always do stovetop because I don't have a microwave. So I'm gonna get that started, and then I'll show you guys how I do the turkey, even though that's fairly easy as well. So before I put the rice in, I have to bring the water to a boil, obviously, so I'm going to go ahead and start the ground turkey. So I will put this at about medium-high heat, and then I will just take some of my Pam and spray. Let that heat up a little bit. It's disgusting. It's loud. Cut this open. And, you know, you just cook the ground turkey to your liking, and I just use the salt-free Mrs. Dash table blend to season my ground turkey, and original blend. And then when I go to eat ground chicken, ground turkey, I usually dress it up with, this is like safe, it's just spicy brown mustard. I don't know why it's like a safe thing to eat, but my old trainer always said have spicy brown mustard, and it kicks it up. I guess mayonnaise is more like I don't know, maybe like has more like cream in it. I don't really know, but I always just do the spicy brown mustard. You can do olive oil to make it a little bit more like creamier. I don't know. There's just ways to spice it up. You'll just figure it out over time. So that's my meal prep. Every week it could be different. I could cook up fish, chicken, ground turkey usually. It's usually ground turkey every week. But the chicken could be ground or it could be chicken breast. It all just depends. So you can do anything you want. You know, you just gotta like look into it. So I hope for all you guys that wanted a meal prep video, I hope this was kind of informative, and maybe down the road I could do like my dinner videos or something. I don't know. I don't think I'll ever put it on my beauty channel just because this isn't beauty related. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish. So basically most of my meal prep food is done, so I decided just to eat it. So this is just spinach leaves with cucumbers and low-fat Italian dressing. And this is asparagus with ground turkey and a little bit of spicy mustard. And the chicken, because it was thick, like I said, is taking longer to cook. I put a thermometer in it and I looked up online that it's supposed to reach an internal temp of 160, and it was only at 120. The biggest ones, I was like, shoot, like it's not cooked, and it just felt like raw anyway. So put it back in for 10 minutes and I'll take its temp again and see. And then go from there. But the brown rice obviously takes a while because it has to absorb all the water. So when the chicken goes off, I'll check the brown rice and all that. But everything else is done, so I'm just gonna email it. So my meal prep is done, and I didn't end up prepping any sweet potatoes because I ended up just making just making brown rice, and I made 2 cups, and 2 cups makes quite a lot, so I feel like that's enough. And I haven't had brown rice in a while, so that's enough carbs. Like, I don't want to waste the brown rice. And a lot of people I want to mention this too, a lot of people are always hung up on getting like meal prep containers, and like that's fine and everything, I guess, if you want to go out and buy it, but like Tupperware is expensive. So what I have is like from restaurants and stuff. Like, I'll show you. It's all I use. I don't buy expensive Tupperware, but this is like, I got this from like the Chinese restaurant, these little white containers. That's my brown rice in there. Again, this is from the Chinese restaurant, and this has got my chicken breast, and then this has got my ground turkey. And then this is from a pasta restaurant, and I just put my asparagus in there. So like, you can get containers if you do like takeout enough and you save the containers, you know. You can use those as your containers to like, I don't know, instead of spending a lot of money on Tupperware, because Tupperware is super expensive. I just do that. I feel like a lot of people throw out those containers, and they come in handy. I don't know why anybody would throw them out. They're really good containers, so yeah, I'm gonna watch Ridiculousness, I guess. It's like 2 o'clock or like 1:40. I don't think I'm gonna film today just because I usually don't film on Mondays. I've had a wicked headache all day. I've had a wicked headache all weekend. I think it's just because my period's coming. And no, I'm not pregnant. There's no chance for me to be pregnant, so you guys can stop asking. I'm not pregnant. I'm gonna start looking into like healthy ice cream and like healthy things, because I like love Ben & Jerry's, but like obviously I can't really have that more than once a week on my cheat night. So I wanted to try this like dairy-free ice cream, but some people said it's good. It's just tastes different. Like, there's so delicious dairy-free coconut milk, and it comes in like flavors. But they say that it's just a little bit chalky, maybe. But I want to give some of these like ice cream things a try, because I literally love having dessert after dinner. But it sucks that like I can't really have it because of, you know, trying to eat clean. But I guess that this is a way better option, and even though it has a little bit of sugar in it, it's, I mean, compared to having like Ben & Jerry's, it's definitely way better, and I could just have like Ben & Jerry's once a week. But I need something that's gonna like really help to kick the cravings, because I really crave sugar. It's like when you don't have it a lot, you don't crave it as much, but once you start to relapse and eat it a lot, you crave it. So I don't know, kind of looking on Instagram, and I hashtagged healthy ice cream, and I see a lot of that stuff coming up, so I don't know. So once I start craving like something sweet, I'll do something like this, and this is just strawberries and pineapple with Nutella. And I know Nutella isn't like the best thing in the world, you know, but you know what? I don't like it. Let me shut off Ariana Grande. Anyway, so So in here is ground chicken, pureed zucchini, onion, basil, and a little bit of salt and pepper. And then over here is where they're cooking. So these are called zucchini chicken bites. And the recipe actually called for like cutting the zucchini up into like little strips. But I actually just pureed it, which, I mean, I'll put you guys down. It is what it is. I just wanted to puree it. I thought it'd be quicker. And you just have to cook them a little longer because they're a little bit more moist. I actually have it on my Pinterest. So if you follow me, check it out. I just cut up the zucchini into like little strips, and then I just put it in my magic bullet. So you just put a little olive oil in the pan and cook them up. It's actually really not a bad or hard recipe at all. It's just obviously it takes time to cook them up. I gotta turn up the heat on those peas. So like the ones that you cook first, because I can only fit so many in a pan, those get cold, but I'm gonna stick it in the oven anyway because Adam probably won't be home for a while. So I'll just put them in the oven on warm or whatever and keep them warm. So I'm not really hungry right now anyway, so I'll probably just wait to have dinner with him. It's so hot in this kitchen that I feel like I'm just like gonna pass out. Those are gonna cook. I know it looks really stupid to leave the kitchen, but I know nothing's gonna happen. So it's just too hot and loud out there. But I wanted to tell you guys that I end up hearing from the boss, and I start Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Yes, I'm so pumped. I can't wait. And he was like, I'm gonna have you train by yourself. And I was like, okay. I mean, he's like, there'll be another bartender there, you know, that will help you, but I'm sure you like can handle it. Like, he has enough faith in me that I really don't need to be quote trained. So we'll see how it goes. I'm excited. I'll be probably working 7 to like close, which will be like 2 in the morning, maybe like 1:30. I don't know. It's gonna be something new for me and Adam to get used to, because he's used to having me home at night, and I'm not gonna be here. And I probably won't be cooking dinner for him and stuff, so it'll be a change, but it'll be like a good change. I like need to do something because, I mean, I love filming during the day, so I don't really want to work during the day. I'd rather have like a nighttime job so I could still film, because I do love filming, and to me that's kind of important, and I wouldn't want to like not film, so I don't know. I still want to film, so working nights is what works for me. So dinner's done, and I'm waiting for Adam to get home so I can eat. I just finished. And he said he should be home very soon, so that works out perfectly, but I don't see him, and I feel like he should have been home by now. So I think Adam ended up liking it. It was a little bit more rich than like I would prefer. I just feel like zucchini is not really something I'm like crazy about, so it was like a little like rich in my opinion. I don't know. It's not really like zucchini, but it wasn't horrible. They actually came out good, and I'm glad Adam liked it. So I'm actually just gonna put it away, and I think we're gonna go out for Froyo tonight just because I'm kind of like craving something, and that's a better alternative than ice cream. So he's gotta take a shower though and do some other stuff, and then we're gonna go. So we're at Froyo. See it? Let me reflect. So we're at Froyo, and I got cookies and cream, birthday cake, and like tons of different stuff, bobas and Lucky Charms and cookies, whatever. I don't even know. What'd you get? They can't just look at it and know. You gotta explain.
Cookies and cream. Cookie dough and sprinkles.
I got sprinkles too. I got like, I usually always get fruit, but I got like a lot of like garbage.
Lucky Charms.
What do I do?